the meeting between Ripple and the CEO yesterday, there was another leak. Trust me, this time it's important. The CEO of Ripple and lawyers have all said that the case could end this week. That's pretty cool, right? Of course, it changed what was seen coming. Some people think the price of XRP could reach 2,500 or even higher. Let us do it one step at a time. Let's skip all the other stuff and get right to the point. What about the disk? The case between Ripple and the SEC in court, which was a lot of people have talked about it, and it looks like it's almost over, but not quite the way many people had hoped. That's what Ripple did, and the CCC is expected to do the same. Twitter user Capture Finish wrote, XRP won Zeets, making people in the community feel hopeful. When Jack the Rippler said that the SEC would end the case this week, it made things worse. It looked like the last curtain was about to go down at first glance. Behind the scenes, though, something else is going on. One that isn't moved by shady deals or quick changes of heart, but by the slow, silent wheels of the process of bureaucracy. It's not as exciting as the news stories and tweets make it seem. Mark Fagel, who used to be the regional head of the SEC, says that the delays have nothing to do with payment talks and everything to do with how the CC works on the inside. He said that the commission is still doing the things it needs to do on the inside, like writing letters, having other offices look them over, and setting up votes with its commissioners. And you can't skip these steps or do them quickly. Fagel told it like it was. The schedule is more based on internal and on the talks that are going on right now. After the CC met behind closed doors on July 17th, there was a lot of talk about getting an answer quickly. No matter what's being said behind closed doors, Fagel quickly made it clear that these meetings happen all the time and always have the same public goal. Lock Twitter thought that a decision was about to be made. He also said that Ripple's case wasn't even being talked about that day. Simple to understand. Making plans and reading alone will only make you feel let down. There are times when the market wants things to be clear faster than the federal government moving at their own pace. Even more doubts were raised when Ripple was fined $125 million, 0 cents. Some saw this as proof that the case was over. Fagel made it clear that this payment was made in cash and not XRP. This payment does meet part of the court order, but the case is still ongoing. Even though Ripple's decision earlier this month to drop its appeal was a big deal, it's only one piece of the puzzle. The case is still technically open because the scheduled closure processes have not been finished. This is the most that Ripple has done to settle the matter. Main parts are in place. The fights in court are over. It paid the fine, and the CCD is expected to do more. But we still don't know what time it is. One side is not going to be slow to act. It's not possible until you follow all the rules and check things for yourself. Fagel knew one thing for sure. The process doesn't get stuck. It takes time. People who use XRP have had to wait a long time and have been stressed out. Every new tweet, payment, or motion brings up a lot of thoughts. That being said, social media won't give you the real truth. There will be no noise when it comes in after going through the right routes and being confirmed by an official seed message. There was no hint at it in a post. The case between Ripple and the SEC will not end in a clean break. It will end the same way it started, no matter how badly we want one. Each paper must be signed one at a time until the last one is complete. Now that the legal dust is cleared, it looks like the real fun is about to begin as crypto experts are making crazy XRP predictions. The fight between Ripple and the SEC is almost over now. Trust me, what they say will happen will be ready for you. Check out why everyone is so excited and see if XRP is really going to go through the roof. People who have been waiting years for this moment felt the same way Steph did when she tweeted, XRP can't stop pumping. That time seems to be now. There are alarms going off that are positive. Some people are saying that XRP's growth is now skyrocketing. Big change in the way the market is set up could send it well above all-time highs. Long-term XRP charts made better by MEX recently by Meta Warrior. He says the asset has broken out of a logarithmic growth channel that has been in place for 10 years. It looks like a big vertical rise is about to start. Let's talk about the break. We can finally say that the price has broken through the psychological and historical resistance zone around $340, 0 cents. A lot of people think this is the real highest point for XRP ever, These days, the price of XRP is very high. It's not just a number that makes it unique either. This isn't just a nearby pump. It could be the start of a full process of finding prices. It's hard to argue that XRP isn't going to melt people's faces when you do the math. The Meta Warriors base counting model says that XRP has now left base 4, which is the last step of accumulation. This comes after years of going in each direction. The same thing happened in 2017. After leaving base 2, XRP went through a big jump of almost 60,000% in less than a year. If you think this time will be different, think about this too. Just now, the market value of XRP went over McDonald's. That is what you heard. XRP is now worth more than McDonald's, according to a tweet from Whale Insider. This means that it is more valuable than the world's biggest food chain. It's no longer a small item that you hope will be useful during a case. It's a big global rival that can make Fortune 500 companies fail. Now things get really crazy. Phoenix and other analysts believe that XRP will soon reach a price range of $22.00 to $30.00, go up. Based on past fractals and log scale goals, that guess goes up to $50.00 to $70.00 or even $100.00. Opium has nothing to do with these goals. These are the same trends that XRP used when it grew at an exponential rate in the past, and things will get even weird if those trends are true. Shield said that XRP would quickly hit $500.00. This shocked everyone who likes crypto. A very smart person says that XRP will be worth $2,500 by the end of 2025. On top of that, XRP Dragon is now spreading there is a graph that shows XRP could really go through the roof and cost $100,000.00 each. At first glance, that seems crazy, but in crypto, crazy things often happen, especially when they're backed up by math, hype, and time. The story is changing. Not just the prices are going up. The law no longer refers to XRP as the coin in question. This is the asset that got past officials in the open market. It is now coming back with strong technicals and the attention of institutions. Now there's more fear of missing out than fear of being scared. It was said that this might be the last. When XRP is less than $10.00, don't move. We also need to talk about the people Ripple works with. Behind the scenes, Ripple has been getting better. This is about adoption in the real world, all over the world. This is the beginning of a financial change if you're not already optimistic. Trust that what Ripple is making now could change how money moves around the world. Don't miss this part if you have XRP. Now, Z Patrick, do you know the XRP is the king of the world in money, Paul White, Gold Eagle wrote. That sounds bad, but it's not too far from what could happen. People are really thinking about how to use Ripple and XRP as important parts of the next generation of the world's banking system. A new report from Lay Worldwide, a business that helps institutions meet global regulatory standards by handling legal entity identifiers, shows that the conversation has changed. This is clear from